Everyone, welcome to the last episode of Carving Saga. We will fight Gucci guys. We will fight Super Gucci guys. We will fight 1v2 versus Gucci guys. We will have pretty good loot. All voice commented with deaths included as usual. Enjoy. Versus 5-4-8-3 bloodletter on better buff but missing 1 bar HP, so we are even. At this point I have no idea where he was rushing so fast, but no times for questions, splitting slash and we interrogate him later. I used boots here as he used them coming to me before. Eating his stalker jacket so he stays in fight. E for damage and pierce, then W for increased damage from pierce. At that time, Mistwalker jacket seemed like good idea to buy time for my cooldowns. Looking at it now, it was terrible decision. Forging Stalker jacket, W with extra damage from buff, he is going for execute, so I pop boots to bait it and then sidestep. But now he has his boots and I don't have purge. I use E to Q, but he leaves with 50 HP.
It's not fair.
Well, time to repair our taste with another 8-3 bloodletter. He dodged my E nicely, but Mr. Most Hated Mist Mob in Universe, Archer, hold him on place for me. Bro was still processing what is happening and engaged in full escape mode. Luckily for me, he drank Invis potion at the same time as I procced bleed from carving. If Google was asking, I'm feeling lucky today. Now just keeping my WE for execute and boots to match his boots. Could have purged them, but my eyes were already set for a price. One more Q into W to undead cape E and grab nice loot. Versus super weird black market 8-2 claymore build. Guy even dismounted on top of me while I was preparing to dismount him myself. What a treat. He has no cooldowns, so first E for pierce, then W for extra damage. Plan is set. Mistwalker jacket for his stalker jacket, purge for his hunter hood. Keeping my stacks just on free while executing the plan. Pretty good loot delivery to be fair. Versus full spec 7-4-8 for hammer. I really didn't want to fight him, but he managed to dismount me with stalker jacket 5 meters away from my mount, so we fight. W into E, he has no cooldown, so I just prowl. Here I hoped he will use his helmet of valor for my boots, instead he hit perfect stun, things look pretty scary right now. Late OC mid fight as usual. If I purge this stalker jacket and kept my Mistwalker jacket for later, I wouldn't look that dumb. Now I still had purge ready, but it was useless. He was going for stun into undead cape reveal through helmet of valor and my days were counted. GG, kinda. Versus full spec 6-3 prowling. Guy approached me with balls of steel, only to rethink his decisions after losing 2 bars from WEQ. Staying away from his pool, W to hold him on spot, keeping my purge for his boots and Mistwalker jacket for theoretical execute. Closing gap with E, purging his boots. Guy managed to dismount the red, not ideal, but I will at least try to go for the kill. Six-one carving got the fame, but I got the carving and the loot, so all good for now. Versus 6-3 Ava Fists who wanted to let himself get dismounted, so I offered him a helping hand. Only to get treated his full combo directly into my face, but please don't tell him I only did it for him to stay in fight, otherwise he will full run away. He used everything, so he hid in assassin jacket to buy time for cooldowns. I kept my stacks with mobs around, missed splitting slash as usual, and this time was prepared to use Mistwalker jacket for his E. Boots to gain a little bit of HP so he doesn't proc my undead cape so early. Nice, he used cultist cowl and is going for the final combo, so I just hide in jacket and wait for my WE to finish the job. Another nice cash out. Versus same tier 8-2 carving. Guy didn't want to play fair, so I had to use W and E to dismount him. Immediate Mistwalker jacket as I hoped he will go for early E, it worked. Matching his boots instead of purging them as I rather keep the purge for his tenacity jacket. E through him, he used W and E away to gain space for his cooldowns. And he started to brawl again as his tenacity jacket is ready. I wanted to keep my W and E for execute, but panicked a little bit when he popped boots, so I wasted my W to hold him in space, even though I also had my boots ready. He missed splitting slash. I wanted to go for Q into undead cape E, but it wasn't enough. Fortunately, it was a bad red, so I managed to escape. Unfortunately for me, they killed the carving, so no loot for me again. 6-3 Fist of Ava didn't want to fight me solo, so I offered them 1v2 and he got helped by tier 8 bloodletter. To be fair, I prepared cake too big for me to eat, but let's do it. I was late with my E through fist, so I get stunned instead. Boots to stay away from Stalker Jacket, OC as things are looking scary for me. Need to hit both of them with splitting slash. Done. Fists has to go first as he has too much CC and burst damage. But he hit in Assassin Jacket. Back to the bloodletter then. Tried to bait his E by gaining space from him and then hiding in Mistwalker Jacket didn't work out. Popped boots to close gap to Ava Fists for WE execute, but he got too far, so instead held bloodletter in space, E through him, and at this point I was just hoping for the best. Which worked. He has ADHD probably too, as he just popped my undead cape for free. I gained space, fists mounted, bloodletter used E to gap close, so I knew he can't execute and instead I executed him. Then Fists tried his luck in 1v1, but went full running with soldier boots the second I dodged his E. Lol. Versus nice 6-3 overcharged carving on Avalonian cape. I was in for a tough fight as he had cape advantage and higher IP with OC. Started with my boost to try and bait his W, didn't work, so I used my W into E into immediate Mistwalker Jacket, but he waited it out nicely. He managed to hit both his W and E, then popped the Inferno Shield which I purged, so he answered with purging my stacks. He used his boots to gain space and time for his cooldowns. I missed splitting slash, so it's time for a reset then. I had perfect idea which worked, let me explain. I didn't stack on mob knowing he will, so he stayed in combat and I regened then turned back. Now I have HP advantage allowing me to full brawl him again. Out of nowhere came tier 4 firefighting tier 6 carving. Well, plan is to finish the carving as soon as possible and then run away. E for Pierce, W for extra damage, purging his Inferno Shield and waiting in Mistwalker Jacket until Pierce debuff ends on me. But the tier fire got the kill. Carving went for me, I managed to escape but they got the loot again. I was losing my mind. Versus overcharged, nicely spec'd 8-1 battleaxe. Battleaxe is always tough fight for carving, but I'm all for fun. Key is to stay moving from side to side, not always towards him to make it hard for him to hit his E. Here I hoped I will manage to E through him before his E, but we both hit it. Kited for his adrenaline boost, came back when it ended. Trade wasn't optimal, so I gained space with boots to buy time for cooldowns. Dodged his E when he got close again. W and E through him and continuing in spacing myself out, he popped the Inferno Shield so I purged it and came back in. Again sidestepping after every auto attack to make it hard for him to hit E. Trade looked perfectly for me, so I was expecting him to heal with second E and hit in Mistwalker Jacket. He didn't use it. It was a risky move and it didn't pay off. He popped his boots, so E through him and W to hold him on spot. Then sidestep expecting another E. He started kiting while hitting his E twice in a row. Not ideal, but he had no E now, so I went into full brawl mode. Missed splitting slash, luckily held my E and purged his shield before. I was low, so I waited a little bit for Mistwalker Jacket as his E cooldown is coming up back soon. He went for the final execute. My Mistwalker Jacket was ready, so I hit, making him miss both of his E's. Now he has to be mine. But he managed to survive with 7 HP, imagine. Well, I had boots, closed the gap to the side with E, hoping to dodge his E, but missed splitting slash by centimeters. He then turned on me with his boots, but I managed to kill him before his second E went through. Well, not according to Albion servers.
How? 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 I don't know.
I myself subscribe more to the European server.
That was my second death. Now I will let you see my third death. I was fighting overcharged 8-1 dual swords, which was pretty tough fight, and I managed to escape in undead cape only to be met by tier 7 dagger pair.
Now, as president of the Griswold Republic, I move we go to Europe.
Dodge his shadow edge thinking I'm fine? Well, I'm not. He hit his E from 13 meters, splitting slash distance literally. Even the E has range of 3 meters. I'm really looking forward to play on 30 ping, sorry tier NA friends. Well, carving saga is past, we have to focus on the future. For now I have prepared great highlight video of me having fun in 8-1 battleaxe and tier 8 crossbow getting some nice kills, which will be probably next video. After that you can expect me doing 0 to hero with battleaxe, which, cover your ears, spoilers are coming, is absolute bonkers as I had made the highest profit ever with 0 to hero video. But the real cherry on top comes now. I'm currently training on bloodletter set, because Johnny rolled trumpets. I will go first time in 8-4 set with bloodletter, pretty soon, so stay tuned. I hope you enjoyed not only this video but all of my past work. Thank you all for all of the appreciation, not only in comments but many of you contacting me via PMs or say chat in game. It feels nice to get the positive vibes back. Love you all. We are on a road to 3k subscribers, which is literally behind the corner. Help me make it through and click that button. For the next giveaway we will do 8 free mace and 7 days of premium. Comment your in-game nick to participate. Congrats for the giveaway winner of 8 Masterpiece Soldier boots and 7 days of premium. Contact me in-game and via Discord, read description how to do it. Have a great weekend guys and see you soon. Your noob, Grindrr.